as I was writing Stonewall Strong, I was very aware that in writing about gay life pre-Stonewall, in the 1920s, 30s, and so forth, that gay men have long known about resistance and subversion, including inventing language and gestures where gay men could carry on a whole conversation in a room of heterosexuals who would have no idea what they were talking about. So it seemed to me that we have a lot of experience at resisting. And of course, during the AIDS epidemic, we showed that in spades through ACT UP and other organizations. I wonder if you could just talk about what people today might learn from the experiences of LGBT people who have resisted for decades.
Well, I think you have to make a difference between resisting and staying in the closet. Those words and those languages were staying in the closet. Even the word gay at one point, the world didn't know. You would go to a party and say, "Oh, how gay of it," or something of that sort, and the other person would know you were gay. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't commonly known. Now, of course, it is. So that's one thing. Resisting changes the world. And I can give you 2 examples pre-Stonewall. I can give you 4 examples, actually. One was Compton's in San Francisco riot, where Compton's was a restaurant where gay people always went late at night. They were the primary residents or customers. And one night, one of the clerks there decided, "Oh, you can't come in unless you behave." What they meant by behave, that meant dress the way other people dressed. Don't use your language. The customers decided, not going to go. And drag queens and street kids and the people who had nothing to lose rioted. In Philadelphia, basically the same thing happened in the restaurant called Dewey's. And that led to people picketing and handing out leaflets outside the following days. That was Homophile Action League, I believe. So those were 2 actions before Stonewall. Then Stonewall happens. The difference with Stonewall and those is that we started organizing for resistance. Not just talking about it, but actually organizing for it and doing it. And I think in this day and age, a good friend of mine who is a political scientist said to me a long time ago, and I've remembered this. He said, politics in this country is like a pendulum. One day it will swing all the way to the left, and then it will swing back all the way to the right. And it keeps swinging back and forth. Well, we're now swinging in that right area. And we're going to have to fight to keep our rights. And the only way to do that is to resist. When I say resist, I mean being in your face, which is what Gay Liberation Front taught us. It's the only way people back up. And the way you do that is you're out there demonstrating and you become a little creative. I believe in creative, nonviolent civil disobedience. I think it's our best tool, and I think you got to be creative and have some fun with it. Mm-hmm. And make sure the other people have some fun with it also, the enemy. And go away smiling, or at least talking and communicating. Those are good things to happen. It's what I've done in my life, and it's worked for me, and I hope that I've brought some progress to our community. And I think we could do that even in these times. But you got to be creative, and you got to resist.
Mm-hmm.